We can secure other people's approval if we do right and try hard. But our own is worth 100 of it, and no way has been found out of securing that. By trying, we can easily learn to endure adversity. Another man's, I mean. Water taken in moderation cannot hurt anybody. It is easy to find fault if one has that disposition. There was once a man who, not being able to find any other fault with his coal, complained that there were too many prehistoric toads in it. The first half of life consists of the capacity to enjoy without the chance. The last half consists of the chance without the capacity. Nothing so needs reforming as other people's habits. It is curious that physical courage should be so common in the world, and moral courage so rare. His money is twice tainted. Taint yours and taint mine. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Except a creature be part coward, it is not a compliment to say it is brave. It is merely a loose misapplication of the word. Except a person be part coward, it is not a compliment to say he is brave. Adam was the only man who, when he said a good thing, knew that nobody had said it before him. We are called the nation of inventors, and we are. We could still claim that title and wear its loftiest honors if we had stopped with the first thing we ever invented, which was human liberty. All say how hard it is we have to die, a strange complaint to come from the mouths of people who have had to live. Whose property is my body? Probably mine. I so regard it. If I experiment with it, who must be answerable? I, not the state. If I choose injudiciously, does the state die? Oh, no. It is the difference of opinion that makes horse races. Kindness is a language which the deaf and the blind can read. July 4th. Statistics show that we lose more fools on this day than on all the other days of the year put together. This proves by the number left in stock that 1/4 of July per year is now inadequate. The country has grown so. Most writers regard truth as their most valuable possession, and therefore are most economical in its use. Praise is well, compliment is well, but affection, that is the last and most precious reward that any man can win, whether by character or achievement. The humorous story is American, the comic story is English, the witty story is French. The humorous story depends for its effect upon the manner of the telling, the comic and the witty story upon the matter. In religion and politics, people's beliefs and convictions are in almost every case gotten at second hand, and without examination. Are you so unobservant as not to have found out that sanity and happiness are an impossible combination? There are women who have an indefinable charm in their faces, which makes them beautiful to their intimates, but a cold stranger who tried to reason the matter out and find this beauty would fail. In the beginning of a change, the patriot is a scarce man, and brave, and hated and scorned. When his cause succeeds, the timid join him, for then it costs nothing to be a patriot. When in doubt, tell the truth. Why is it that we rejoice at a birth and grieve at a funeral? It is because we are not the person involved. Let us endeavor so to live that when we come to die, even the undertaker will be sorry. Have a place for everything and keep the things somewhere else. This is not advice, it is merely custom. It is by the goodness of God that in our country we have those three unspeakably precious things: freedom of speech, freedom of conscience, and the prudence never to practice either. A powerful agent is the right word. Whenever we come upon one of those intensely right words in a book or a newspaper, The resulting effect is physical as well as spiritual and electrically prompt. Everyone is a moon and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. It is not best when we use our morals on weekdays. It gets them out of repair for Sundays. We are chameleons, and our partialities and prejudices change places with an easy and blessed facility. On with the dance, let joy be unconfined is my motto, whether there's a dance to dance or any joy to unconfine. Name the greatest of all inventors, accident. Training is everything. The peach was once a bitter almond. The cauliflower is nothing but cabbage with a college education. There is no sadder sight than a young pessimist. I think that the reason why we Americans seem to be so addicted to trying to get rich suddenly is merely because the opportunity to make promising efforts in that direction has offered itself to us with a frequency out of all proportion to the European experience. There are 2 times in a man's life when he should not speculate, when he can't afford it and when he can. Information appears to stew out of me naturally, like the precious otter of roses out of the otter. There are many humorous things in the world. Among them, the white man's notion that he is less savage than the other savages. I do not like work, even when someone else does it. The true Southern watermelon is a boon apart, and not to be mentioned with common things. It is chief of this world's luxuries, king by the grace of God over all the fruits of the earth. When one has tasted it, he knows what the angels eat. It was not a Southern watermelon that Eve took. We know it. Necessity is the mother of taking chances. Life would be infinitely happier if we could only be born at the age of 80 and gradually approach 18. In our country, we have those 3 unspeakably precious things: freedom of speech, freedom of conscience, and the prudence never to practice either. Let us be grateful to Adam, our benefactor. He cut us out of the blessing of idleness and won for us the curse of labor. When angry, count 4. When very angry, swear. Make it a point to do something every day that you don't want to do. This is the golden rule for acquiring the habit of doing your duty without pain. Even Noah got no salary for the first 6 months, partly on account of the weather and partly because he was learning navigation.